Alright, so before I even get into the video, I want to say thank you guys so much for the overwhelming amount of support that you showed the How to Build Zeldris episode, right? I just want to say thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I know you guys want to see Drole, but we're gonna go with Estarossa for this video. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It shows me that you guys want to see more of these videos and helps out the channel a lot and encourages me to keep going. But with that said, let's go ahead and let's break down Estarossa, okay? So Estarossa obviously has two variants in the game. He has his red variant and he also has his green variant. Now the red version of Estarossa isn't good. He's actually one of the worst SSRs in the game. However, with Kyo like by his side, he's fairly good, I would say. But by himself as a unit, he's trash. So if you want to build the red version for some reason, what you're gonna want to do is take a look at his skills first. So like always, we're gonna take a look at his skill set, commandment, passive, etc, etc. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So his first skill disables recovery skills on every rank. So rank 1, 2, and 3 automatically disables recovery skills. So 220% rank 1, 220% rank 2, and then 360% rank 3. It's very weird. It can be useful, but it's not very good. And then his second skill, like Kyo, is a co-destruction card. So on rank 1, it does 170%, rank 2, 255%, and then on rank 3, 425%. Now that's very strong if you have the enemy with a lot of debuffs at hand. So co-destruction increases the damage by 20% per debuff on the target. So what makes Kyo very good is he has a passive that helps him that helps out his card a lot, right? So he ignites gives enemy 2 ignites at the start of every turn, right? At the start of his turn at least. So it helps him a lot, very much. Estarossa doesn't have that. Red Estarossa doesn't have something like that, and that's not his fault. He was like created toward the middle of the game's lifetime, so that's not his fault, right? They didn't want to make him too broken at the time. And then his commandment decreases attack related stats by 20% for 3 turns whenever you attack with a skill, and this is for both you and the enemy. So attack related stats decrease by 20%, which is a little bit of a hindrance, but when you want to stall or something with a tanky team, it actually comes in clutch. So it can be a double-edged sword, right? Like every commandment, it can be a double-edged sword. And his passive skill is actually trash. Increases attack by 10% for each debuff on the hero. Now that's very bad. You do not want to be debuffed in the game, right? You primarily just want to be buffed. The fact that he has to be debuffed for his command or his passive to go off is very bad. So again, he's a trash unit. He's one of the worst SSRs in the game. However, he does have Blackout, which is very good. And one thing he does have over the green Estarossa is you can pull this guy on part 2 and race draw tickets. Like you see, I have him 6 out of 6. So right there is an advantage over the green one. He also does have slightly better CC than the green one too. So yes, although he is one of the worst SSRs in the game, his CC is high. He also has a very good ultimate card. So yeah, he has 2 things going for him, right? He has 2 things going for him, or 3 things, because he can be pulled on banners and he can also be pulled on the part 2 ticket. So there you go. His cosmetics, I think I'm missing 1 cosmetic from him, and that's his SR cosmetic. And that doesn't really matter as much because his SR cosmetic doesn't really increase anything, to be honest with you. It just increases it by what, 530, and then he has 70 attack, and I believe it's, what is it, 70 defense. It's not really something you necessarily need, in all honesty. Like, it's really not. So if you want to buy it, go ahead, but for me, I'm gonna go ahead and skip out on it, although cosmetics are discounted as well right now. So very good. So for the red Estarossa, how you gonna want to build him? You're gonna want to build him with attack and defense. Red Estarossa is just attack and defense. Now I can see HP and defense, but you're not really gonna want him to live, right? He is mainly a damaging unit. As crazy as that sounds, yes, he is sort of supposed to be a DPS unit. Terrible at it. He does a terrible job at it, but yes, attack and defense for red Estarossa. Again, you could do HP and defense if you really wanted to, but I myself see no purpose for it. Maybe just for the CC buff if you're gonna showcase him or something like that. But yes, he is a DPS unit, as funny as that's funny enough, right? He is a DPS unit. Again, there's really not much to say about the red version of him, because he is bad. Like, he is really, really bad. But yeah, if you run alongside him with Kyo or something like that, he does seem a little bit more better. But if you don't have Kyo or something like that, he's just garbage, right? He's just straight up garbage. So unfortunate, but Red Estarossa is pretty bad. Now let's go ahead and let's get to his better version, the one that everyone wants, right? The green version of Estarossa. So let's go ahead and put his equipment on the green one. So the green one, right? The green one obviously is attack and defense. For me personally, I like attack and defense. You can build him with HP and defense. In fact, I think that actually would be the more viable thing to run on him. HP and defense. Now, for why he should be run with HP and defense, he is very, very tanky. This boy is very, very tanky, right? So his stats, full counter, you guys already know how powerful it is. This comes in clutch. If you have HP and defense set on Green Estarossa and he lives, there's no stopping him, right? There's no stopping him. So what it does 240% of attack when taking attack. So basically, when he takes an attack, he'll deal out 240% of his attack, which is good. 360 and then 600. That's massive, right? That's massive. However, it's not going to be doing as much damage if you have him with HP and defense, whereas I have him with attack and defense. I want him to deal as much damage as he possibly can, especially because he has very good lifesteal as well. 23% lifesteal on attack and defense set. His attack is 12k. Now, had I rolled perfect substats on him, right, he would break 13k, which is very, very good. And if I increase his cosmetics, he could be looking at high-end 13k / 14k. It's really, really good, right? Really, really good attack with attack and defense. That's why I run him with that set, personally. But HP and defense, I honestly do think is a little bit more viable, especially since Tower Trials is out. And Tower Trials is very, very hard, as you all know. Tower Trials is one of the hardest things in the game, right? One of the hardest contents in the game. But with HP and defense, he'll be looking a little bit more great because he can survive longer, right? But for me personally, attack and defense works very well for me because of his incredible amount of lifesteal that he has on him, right? You could also do a lifesteal build on him. As funny enough as that sound, you could do something like wonky if you're doing PvE content, like lifesteal sets or something like that would be fun. It's not optimal in the slightest, but it's something to, you know, just be fun. Maybe if you run, maybe you run like 3 lifesteal sets on him or something like that. I believe you could do 3 lifesteal sets. Give me 1 second. Let me check. I don't. Okay, yeah, you could do 2 sets of lifesteal. So 15, 30, and 45. That'd be crazy, but you're obviously not going to have a lot of attack. But seriously though, attack and defense or HP and defense would work very, very well on Green Estarossa. Again, Red Estarossa, straight up attack and defense. HP and defense isn't necessary on the red one, but for the green, you could do either or, right? You could do either or. It has great lifesteal, has a pretty bad pierce rate, but that's okay. He has really good crit damage for not being a crit based unit, I would say. And then again, his attack is very, very good as well. Unfortunately, I don't have him 6 out of 6 because he is a coin shop unit. I would have to use platinum coins to get him up there, which sucks. It does suck very, very much, but that's fine. And then his CC 46k. You could break probably 49, 50k-ish with HP and defense. It just depends on the amount of dupes you have on him. And I also do have him Super Awaken 4, so that also helps in terms of damage, in terms of crit chance, crit damage, and etc, etc. So it does help him out being Super Awakened, so keep that in mind as well. But that's going to be it for this video. Again, Red Estarossa, attack and defense. Green, attack and defense / HP and defense set. But again, you guys let me know what you run him with down in the comments below. I'm curious to see how you guys build him. But with that said, guys, I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for 2.2, I believe it's like 7k subscribers. So thank you guys so much for showing me so much love over the past few days. It's been astronomical, and I love you all so much. BS Gang out here. But with that said, guys, I will see you all next time.